I was working at National Australia Bank while I was at uni.
Oh, like a grad job?
No,
Oh.
because this is, I'm trying to,
Oh.
I took the job, so when I did graduate, which sounds so dumb, when I graduate, I would have had, and I did have, a few years
Continue for 10 kilometers.
experience, which, and you know why I needed the experience?
Because you knew that you wouldn't get the job when you'd finished uni because they'd go, oh, you haven't got any experience. Sorry, I've actually committed the last 4 fucking years of my life full time to learning how to do this fucking prick of a job, and now you won't even fucking hire me.
I knew I wouldn't get an entry-level job if I was just entering the industry, so I got 2 years experience at National Australia Bank.
So how did you get the job that was lower than the entry level job that you didn't have the experience for?
It was very, I like the bottom of the rank. Kind of, you know, it's a very low entry job, and I started kind of part-time over summer when they needed some help or whatever. Just knowing that the words National Australia Bank would be on my resume. Literally no other, because I'm kind of like, well, I don't want to be one of those people that
Leaves
graduates.
uni and has no options.
Because I'm not this, as, I mean, we joked about like, I'm not like a very academic, good at reading. Like, I'm not an A+ student.
Yeah.
You know, I do
You work
alright.
very hard.
I work hard,
Yeah.
but I'm not uber smart at that stuff. So for me to, you know, get through with some B's is great.
Yeah.
But I'm not coming in hot A+ from the best uni, taking my pick of jobs. I got to like do a shit job at NAB for 2 years.
Yeah, to
so it
try
looks
and-
like I know what I'm talking about.
But also, then you go into this entry level job, they don't pay you that much.
No.
Like, because it's a junior position, which is totally fine. That's how you fucking. My first job in radio, I made $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
Like, there is no me going.
That's Australian dollars, by the way, for
Yeah.
people playing along in the US.
40,000 Australian dollars a year,
And rent,
including super.
yeah,
Like,
and rent in Australia is about 70,000 a year.
so, you know, when you add those up, it doesn't fucking compute.
Yeah.
I couldn't work at NAB because they were like, that doesn't make sense. We can't have you here. But then, so I'm not the person that's like, oh, I won't work for less than $150,000 a year or anything. I fucking slummed it. I did those early entry level jobs. You get paid like shit and they go, oh, we don't have any experience. You go, well, fucking hell. I'm trying to cut my teeth. What do you fucking call this?
This is me trying to get experience.
This is the experience that I need to then move on and get paid more money and do more exciting stuff or work in a bigger city. Fucking dear big job.
You're a big job.
I'll give you a big job.
Okay, I think from that comment and just the last 6 minutes in general, let's get a cup of tea.
Yeah,
Let's take a breath.
let's calm down.
Let's calm down.
I'm so angry.
Hey, this is the Big Twig. The best thing to come out of South Australia since Farmers Unionised Sausage, and you're listening to a throwback episode of Tony and Ryan.
Okay, Nick, a sense of humour, and he listens to documentary podcasts. Say no more. You know when you just know? Hey Nick, I have the perfect true crime podcast to listen to. From interest badges to profile prompts, Bumble helps you find out more about your matches so you can feel confident making the first move. So, are you ready for that feeling? How about Friday? Find it now on Bumble.
Now, you've been mentioning that you're single, and I'm sure people are wondering what has happened to the heir of the Toblerone fortune.
We
What's
are in
happened to Winnie the Pooh? Is
We are
everything
in the
okay?
best relationship in the world.
Been
What we
doing it
have-
for 8, together for 7. What has gone on?
Okay.
You guys taking a break?
Torbs is away. He's just away.
I mean, he's way.
He gets back in 2 days.
How long's he been
GPS signal lost.
gone?
One.
So he's been gone for 3 days.
Yeah.
In total.
Yeah.
And you are in meltdown / carbland and just not coping.
This makes me sound really codependent
It
and like
does.
really
It does.
desperate. We
It's
just
as if you haven't been shopping on your own for 6 years.
haven't. Like, the thing is that
Oh, it makes me sound codependent.
we run a tight ship, as in like we both contribute things to
What do you contribute?
jokes, laughs, good times.
So he gets the food,
Yeah,
he cooks the food,
yeah,
he does half the cleaning,
yeah.
and you tell the joke.
I always fold the washing. That's a lie. I don't always fold the washing. He does a lot of stuff around
It
the
sounds
house.
like it.
He does. I am like the admin team of the house though.
Okay.
So like I organise paying the bills. I do like the rent stuff. I do like
The rent
any-
stuff, you set up a direct debit once a year ago and it pays itself every.
And like if there's a problem with the house, I'm like I will email the real estate. Like
Okay.
I am on the front line of the relationship. I make the calls. Like I'm the caller. You know how in your relationship you're the caller?
Yeah.
You're the person that talks on the phone. I organise stuff and I do all the admin. Talks does like the more practical stuff, especially lately. He has been a fucking godsend because I am so busy.
Yeah, just the last, 7-8 years, he's really
I've just been
doing
flat
the
out. I've
lion's
been
share.
flat out.
I've been so busy.
He does a lot. He looks up. He's the best. He's honestly the best. He looks after me very, very well. And just before he left, actually, he was in a bit of a flap, and I was fucking jealous because he got to use our fancy new luggage before I did.
Oh, with the wheels
He got
on
to-
it.
Yeah, he got to take it, and he was like, "Oh, look at me!" Anyway, and just before he left, this is a side note. Just before he left, he was having a shower and like washing his hair, and he got conditioner in his eye, shampoo in his eye, or something, and he like freaked out, and he knocked everything off of the shelf in the bathroom, and because I brushed my teeth in the shower, and like there was like a razor and like face wash and like all this stuff, and he picks up everything was on the ground, and he goes, "Oh my god!" And I run in to make sure he's okay, and he picked up my razor and my face cleaner, but my toothbrush was on the ground in the shower, and I was like, okay, I would have preferred you picked that up first than like literally anything else.
Also, in his moment of need, you were just in there telling him
Well,
to do.
my fucking toothbrush was on the ground.